Iran, of course, is in the headlines almost every day, but there is much more to this country and its people than what we hear and see in the news. A production company is trying to teach children about the Iranian culture and other cultures through cartoons. Babak and Friends, First Norooz, won the New York University Business Plan competition. One of its creators, Shabnam Rezaei, joins us from Los Angeles. Shabnam, how are you today? Good to be with you. I'm glad you're with us today.
Thank you, Asieh. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the cartoons. Why did your production company decide to do something like this?
Well, the idea really started with Dustin Ellis, the creator of Babak and Friends, who grew up sort of looking at the Charlie Brown Christmas special, and he thought to himself, why can't Iranian children celebrate a beautiful holiday like Nowruz? So the idea really started with Dustin.
And the cartoon portrays a young Iranian boy by the name of Babak, who clearly is having a hard time learning his Iranian culture. He's sort of torn between the American and Iranian culture. And we want to show a clip. Can you set this clip for us? He's sort of having this interaction with some of his school kids.
Yeah, this is the scene where Babak is first introduced to the audience, and we see him in the schoolyard playing with his friends, and really this is where the clash comes in. His friends are celebrating holidays that he's not, and he's feeling really left out.
Okay, let's listen in.
Yo, what are you going to be doing for Easter?
Going on an Easter egg hunt?
So am I. Hey, Bobby, what are you going to be doing for Easter?
I don't celebrate Easter.
What? Why not?
Because I'm Iranian. We don't celebrate Easter. Wow. First no Christmas, now this.
It must stink to be you.
What's the matter, Azizam?
Why can't we be like normal people and do the things normal people do?
Normal people? How are we not normal?
Why don't we celebrate Easter like the other kids at school?
Honey, we've been through this before. We don't celebrate it because that's not our tradition. We're Iranian.
Shabnam, did you have any thoughts as far as the timing of this cartoon? Obviously, this is a very tense time between Iran and the West. A lot of talk about the Iran's nuclear program. Did any thought go into sort of educating the public that there is a lot more to Iran than just a nuclear dispute or politics? Iran has a rich history, a rich culture, and really wanting to educate people about that angle of the story.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole idea, I was very frustrated. About 2 years ago, I started an online magazine called PersianMirror.com, and the purpose of the site is exactly that, to teach the West about Persian culture. It was through the Persian Mirror interview where I met Dustin Ellis, who is an animator, and he worked with Brad Bird on The Iron Giant. He's a brilliant, brilliant artist. And like I said, he came up with the idea, and when we looked at it, we felt that it was a really good time to be doing this sort of use of technology to bring to children as well as parents more knowledge, more power about cultures that may be misunderstood. It was the business plan competition at NYU that really made us think more about different cultures. Ali Jeddah, who's my partner as well, came up with the idea of not just tackling the Persian culture, but other cultures like, let's say, the Korean culture, the Arab culture, and the ones that are really in the media right now, where we feel the West may misunderstand the human side of these countries.
And who is your target audience? Are you targeting the Iranian community? Are you targeting Americans?
The story is very universal, so I would say overall the target is everyone. Initially, we had targeted Persians that are living outside of Iran. Secondly, we had targeted the educational market. But as we go into our next year of this company, we're focusing our business on a 13 series pitch that's going to be multicultural. And we really want this enterprise to be something that's going to teach diversity through cartoons, not just about the Persian culture, but about other cultures that are really in the news today and where children are suffering from in the schoolyards and back at home.
And how can people get their hands on these cartoons?
Well, we sell them on Amazon.com as well as on our website, babakandfriends.com. We've distributed them through Persian grocery stores, and we've had great success at museums like the Smithsonian, the Freer Gallery showed our film, as well as the British Museum. Apple Stores has been really great to us. They've screened our film in all their flagship stores, including Toronto and London. And so the reaction has been really, really wonderful overall.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Shabnam Rezaei from Norooz Productions joining us
Thanks
from
for
Los
having me.
Angeles.